Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 81 of Trials and Trebuchets. I am your Dungeon Master, Luke, and joining me are my players whose names are, or rather, what they go by is...
Hello, the name that I go by is Ben, and I will be playing the level 6 wizard, Windsor Wallaby, who is totally doing a very good job at masquerading as a robot. Totally not suspicious.
The name that I must be called is me, Carla, and I play the level 6 tiefling rogue Integrity Adelberry. Apparently, it must be done, but am I the only one? I don't want to be none. Damn, this will be fun.
Oh, huh.
Before I
freeform.
changed it to damn it, this will be fun, I had, but we ought to do it, hun. But then...
gotta do it, hun.
Gotta do
Gotta
it.
do it.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Mira Marchand, the level 6 half-elf bard. Mira got a date with a cute girl, but also a date with a mysterious ghost from an ancient destroyed civilization. So I guess it's a wash?
Two timing.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I play the level 6 human sorceress, Sarah Sinderman. And I just want to say the chorus is call me, beat me if you want to reach me. When you want to page me, it's okay. So they definitely dated Kim Possible with that lyric because no one has pagers anymore. And that's my
last
intro.
time on Trials and Trebuchets, the students got up to their usual business. Mira and Delnis broke into Professor Underbow's office. Integrity got sent on an errand to just kill the Ascendant in the sewer, and Serenep and Winsler disguised themselves as the golem Ari in order to infiltrate the Polisherium and baptize/polish the small crystal known as a tear of an angel in a ceremonial ritual which prevent violence against the creator. But it went perfectly fine. And that's where we find ourselves. Oh, and then Philip fell in the water. We find ourselves now.
Philip's gonna get baptized.
Oh, what's the
He's our
best?
savior now.
We have 3 very good plot threads, but I think the one that I care most about, that's a lie, I care about all of them.
Favoritism.
What's the best one to go with?
I want to see if Integrity kills.
Hey,
I
you
want to
could
know
roll a
what Integrity's
d4.
doing. Oh yeah,
I really want to know what
No.
the fuck the goddess is doing there, or not the goddess, but like the queen.
Yeah, I have a plan because it works perfectly. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Integrity.
Yes.
Integrity Idleberry.
It's me,
Sent-
Integrity.
On a mission from the progenitor to kill the Ascendant because it must be done. You have just entered into this formerly sealed room. It looks identical to the one where you had fought against the Oblex. It is circular. There is a slight domed roof. There is a 15-foot drop down onto dark green sand, and a small circular platform in the center of the sand, as well as like a walkway and arches beneath this kind of ring that you're standing upon 15 feet above, if that makes sense. You enter. There's this very pleasant smell, this aroma of it's hidden all those lovely floral notes. It smells like a joyous summertime at the garden, and you can't shake the feeling of being watched by what you can only think of as multiple sets or multiple, I don't know, you just feel like you're being watched by multiple things, right? And you're standing here on this precipice in your pajamas with your knife. What do you want to do?
I would like to take note though, because when you asked me what I was holding or had, well, you asked me what I was holding, but because of the flashback where it's like, oh, you have to kill something, I didn't just bring my squall. Like I have my boots and like my belt that has like my other things, because
Okay.
absolutely,
But still the pajamas.
Yeah, still the the pajamas.
Okay, absolutely. You're standing here on this ledge in this room. It's quiet. It's warm. What do you want to do?
Hello? Is anyone there?
You call out, and you can hear your voice echo in the hall behind you. but it doesn't echo in here. It falls like dead. Like almost as soon as it leaves your mouth, you can't even like hear it reverberate on anything. And you hear from all around you almost a voice that says, "Please enter. Please join me down here."
I have biscuits.
They are freshly baked.
Would
Please-
you like a crumpet?
Please join you where? I don't know where you are.
Down here in the dust. And you see the sand, this dark green sand, kind of shift and sway as if wind is pushing it. Make a perception check.
17.
sand. It's rough. It's
Seven.
gross, and it
Gets everywhere.
It looks like there's probably something under the sand that's moving it all around, but you don't see anything. You just see this shifting sand.
I'm quite comfortable up here.
What brought you here, young child?
I had a very strong feeling that I should come here.
I would agree with that strong feeling. I think you should stay here. You should come down. Sit in the dust with me.
I
can
really
teach
don't-
you so much.
I'm really not a big fan of dust. My mom really wanted me to be clean. But, who are you?
My name is Nesca. I am a high priest, an ascendant. I could teach this to you if you only came down.
What do you do?
Teach you. I this sand or dust down there shifts some more and then settles before you hear the voice say again. And to be clear, it's like booming from all around this room. It's not just coming from down or up or to your right or left. It's almost like filling the room like a theater.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the voice say, "I look into the future and the past and elsewhere, ongoing now in the present, to see what is to be done. Would you like to learn such a gift? To hone your sight? You must only come down."
I would like to take a coin from my pocket and drop it into the sand and see what happens.
You hear this laugh echo in the chamber before the voice Nesca says, "You do not need to pay me for such a service. I am happy to teach this skill. Come down, please."
This entire situation is like trying to coax a kitten down from a tree after they got stuck.
Are you gonna kill me? I mean, you
Are
won't.
you a good student? Will you learn what skill I have to teach you? Will you listen to what I say? What wisdom I will lecture upon?
You sound like a snake.
You see a small shaking in the sand, and a wide, flat head of a snake reveals itself just right below the sand surface. The head looks to be the size of your bed.
Oh my gosh.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Why?
And you can see these deep green eyes, these iridescent pink and bluish green scales that as like what little light is in here flickers, which causes the sheen to just like it's just glimmering back between this bright pink color and this and like a deep blue and this bluish green, and in its forehead there's just this empty almost socket that's about 4 inches in diameter. And Nesca will say, "Well, how astute of you. You are going to be a great student. I am a snake, the great form given to me by the goddess. My ascendants gave me this form. I can teach you how to achieve such things if only you came down.
So you're
I promise not to kill you unless you wrong me.
so you're saying I'll turn into you?
No, not into me.
Like I'll turn
If
into a
you-
snake?
Yes.
Oh. But then how will I but what about my family?
You will ascend. You will not need material things. You will not need things of this earthly world any longer.
But my materials.
You don't need family when you're a snake.
I am going to. This is tough. I feel like integrity is quite easy to persuade.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Go into the sun, become a snake.
The words in your head echo. It must be done, integrity.
Oh my gosh. My heart is beating so fast. I'm going to.
Do you wish to live forever? This can be given to you if you possess the skill to ascend.
Can
And as you're watching this snake's head, it's not like moving its lips.
You can learn ventriloquism.
can I check if they're telling the truth?
Oh, that sounds like an insight check you want to do.
Yes.
An insight check. What?
Please make an insight check, Integrity Idleberry. Level 6
Whoa.
Tiefling Rogue.
22.
It's like the truth, but it is so heavily laced with like this patronizing, like you just feel patronized as if this snake is talking down to you. It's definitely attempting to bring you down into the sand or into this dust. It doesn't seem to, like, it speaks true. It won't kill you unless you wrong it, or at least you think it's telling the truth. You believe it.
So it will kill me if I try to kill it. And I'm all by myself. And I'm a first year student. How long is your offer for?
Child, it's now or never.
I really can't think about it.
No, you cannot.
I'm going to try to walk out.
Now. There's no ramp down. It's either drop down or stay up.
No, like walk out back through the arch.
Oh, you're certain of this action?
Hey, wait, come back.
But like I'll start backing out because I'm sort of like super scared.
Okay. You hear a intense hissing. Mira,
Hi.
Oh no.
you are sitting on a bunch of comfy pillows. There's a bunch of grapes. Ooh, probably some dates. Lots of delicious fruits in front of you. Everything you can imagine, it's in front of you, right? And you're in a large room that one wall is like open to the elements and has a balcony running the entire length of. And standing out on one of these balconies, or on this balcony, is who you can see is Empress Terrassus, who has just turned and addressed you. She will begin walking, and it's like she doesn't even move her legs. It's like the ground carries her to you, and she will sit next to you. And do you have any reaction to this?
Empress Terrassus! Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I have
It
so
has
many
been.
questions. Like, is Faramel an ally? And who's the lady attacking me? And what's an ascendant? And what happened to my armor? They're not telling universe where humanity doesn't exist. And who killed Underbrow? Do you know?
She will.
With every
place a
question,
hand-
Mira's voice just keeps going faster and faster.
Whoa, kid, you just got here.
She'll place a hand on your cheek, and it almost feels like nothing. Like it
Whoa.
doesn't feel like there's a weight on you or any heat or anything.
Chill
And
out, dude.
She'll just say,
Everything's fine.
I just want you to take a vacation with me.
once more, a bit slower, please.
Oh, okay. So, oh my gosh, where do I start? So, I mean, I guess, should I go with the first chronological thing, which is Faramel, or should I go with the most relevant thing, which is that there's a lady who is in the sewers and is bad, and that Underbow is dead, and that those two things might be connected?
I can see how you are conflicted. Regarding that man, he was an old servant of mine who I thought to be dead. I had to attend to that. And I apologize that I could not be here for you. but I had to attend to him and his
Is he
ambitions.
like dangerous or was he good? Because we were kind of confused about all of it at the end. I mean, he helped us, but he was also kind of suspicious.
That was my experience with him as well. He helped me for a time, helped me insofar as gave me a companion to speak to share fruits with on occasion, but he seemed to always be thinking of other things, ulterior motives of something. I never found out I thought he died years ago. I had told you that no one else served me any longer, and
Right.
I apologize to you for lying. And she'll place a hand on your arm, like your right arm, and you don't feel any weight or
Did
anything.
he, when did you meet him? Because we have a friend who is a ghost, and we think maybe they might have been connected. Did he go here? I mean, I know he went here, but when did he
Yes.
become your servant?
That's a difficult question for me to answer, dear. Long before you, he was my servant. I could not tell you in the seasoned years how long he served me or how many years it had been since we first were acquainted. I can just tell you that it was a long time before you came into this world.
Okay. Are we in danger from him or
From him?
anyone?
She looks off out of the room, like out over the balcony for like a long time. And she's just breathing. She looks very like conflicted, right? Like her brow is furrowed. She looks like to be chewing on like her lip or something. And she'll turn back to you, Mira, and say, I very much wish to tell you that you aren't in any danger from that man. And I very much wish that to be the truth. But he's difficult to predict. I've spoken with him, and there seems to be some bad blood between us, him and I. And I don't hope that carries over to you. I doubt it carries over to you. I see no reason for him to have animosity towards you.
That's good then.
But
More on the immediate
no, carry on. Ask your questions.
on the immediate topic of danger.
Yes.
There was a lady in my room. She looked also maybe Shioran. She was soaking wet. Said she was in the sewers. She said something about an ascendant, I think. Do you know anything about that? Or, how to deal with that?
In the mountain, there were stored many ascendants, yes. Did she give you a name? Anything?
No, I don't even know what an ascendant is.
Oh, dear.
Sorry.
They are one who has worshipped the gods and sought to be a part of them. They helped to usher in he who came from the void, the progenitor, the one who gave us the orbs. She came to you. What did she look? She looked Shioran, you said.
Well, she looked a little bit like you, not exactly, and her skin
Not
was...
the form, but okay. That is a more immediate danger, I would say.
Yeah, she might have also killed our headmaster.
That's truly irrelevant, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Has she threatened you?
Well, sort of. She said some vague, quite threatening things, and then she said that I had to come down and talk to her.
The Ascendants were put to sleep before I passed. Before any horrific incidents occurred as a result of the orbs, they thought that their God-given mission was ended. So that she's awake now, moving about, killing people and threatening you who should be under my protection is troubling, terrifying. I would go to her and see, for now, if there is any merit to listening to what she has to say. I fear that she might advise you down the wrong path, though. So please be wary of that.
Okay, she also gave me an urn with a person in it to take care of, but I think I might have messed that up too because I think I killed it. Maybe.
She puts both of her hands on your cheeks, Mira, and looks at you dead in the eyes and says, I think that is for the best.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, a couple more things, actually. I'm sorry, I know you probably came to say something to me, but this is all just really confusing, and I want to, get answers, and I don't know what's happening to me because my arm...
Your arm. That is what I wanted to speak to you about.
Yes, okay, whew, yes.
How is it? Is it good? Has it been wonderful?
When I can reach my arm out, sometimes a snake comes out of it.
Oh.
And I looked it up, and is it a curse? Like, is that supposed to be?
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. It's a great gift. It's a curse.
She's cursed.
It's a gift, so it's not dangerous for me to do.
No. Absolutely
Gift is
not.
just another word for curse.
May I insight check our
Absolutely,
friendly
you can
empress?
insight checked her.
Yes.
Gift is just a curse that does good things.
22, 19 plus 3.
She believes she's telling the truth. But
Enough for
this
me.
thing might be a matter of perspective, you think.
That's fair.
It's a Mira, my dear girl. It's a form of protection for you.
So the snake on it, do I control it, or do you control it, or is it a mix?
It is its own being. I don't
But it
control
wants to help me.
It's to protect you.
Okay.
When I can't look over you, when I am attending to other duties of a ghost, it's to help you and protect you when I can't be there to watch over you.
So it's not gonna, make my arm fall off? Because there was a situation.
Mm-hmm. You say it's not gonna fall off. It is not here currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, situation. Big situation. Because I was in another world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we fell through a mirror and we ended up in a different universe. And not only did I not have my arm, but also I think everybody had died because we went to an underworld and they said that no people had come for hundreds of years. And the only explanation for that to me is either A, nobody died, so everyone's immortal, or B, nobody was born. And either one is a little weird, and I think it must have something to do with my arm because that was missing too. Why?
That's very scary.
Yeah, it was.
I am not a... My day-to-day business was ruling, governing. I did not concern myself with the goings-on of the priests and the godly, other than to keep up appearances, of course.
Right.
This is a great form of protection, my dear girl.
Okay.
And it won't bring you harm. And if there are things that have happened, traveling to different places where it's acting up, and she does finger quotes, then I only ask that you bear with it.
Why isn't it here with us now?
Well, this is a world of my creation, so it likely is here with us, just elsewhere, attending to other things. When I'm here with you, it has no need to be here. You're safe with me.
Oh,
And
so it's
when
like
I
a
am not
replacement
here with you, yes, it is.
Okay.
For
I
when
get
I
it.
cannot be with you to
That's
keep you safe.
good then. That's safe.
Yes.
Okay. And Underbow's murder, that's trivial stuff. That's not, because we found the box is what brought me here, and I touched it and it was in his desk.
A Shioran box.
Yeah, I had a glove on with my other hand and it was really hot, and then I grabbed it and now I'm here. And there was some jade and there was a dagger in there at one point.
A jade dagger. That sounds like the tool of a priest. Let me tell you. Your inkling of this woman who gave you an urn and threatened you, I think you're correct. Don't trust her, but go to
Okay.
her and
Okay.
see what you can learn.
Okay, I'll do that. One more question. It's not really about this.
She's like lounging, very much like cuddled up next to you.
So when you were alive,
Yes.
you were a royal, right? So you probably
Yes.
did a lot of dealing with like people, and
My entire days were filled with addressing people. Yes.
I think I'm on a date right now,
Oh my god.
and
Oh my god.
I think I might have freaked her out, and I really
Mhm.
don't want to do that because I really like her, and I want to see each other again. Have you ever been in a situation like that ever? Do you have any advice for me?
She smiles, and you see these like moderately pointed teeth as she smiles and like laughs to herself, and she'll say, I can imagine that being on that side of it to pursue someone must be very scary. I don't
It
have
really is.
experience with it. But Mira, my dear, you're so courageous. There's nothing to fear speaking to another person.
Okay. Normally it's easy. Normally I'm really good at it. It's just,
Mhm.
Sometimes with certain people, it's scary.
Do exhilarating things with her.
Exhilarating things.
Do exhilarating things, and that might. Is she fond of you?
I think so. I don't know how much, but she asked to come with me on this adventure.
On this? Oh
I just hope it didn't scare her off, you know?
no, never. This is not something to be scared of. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't have experience in the area or from the perspective of the area that you're asking about, but I do wish you good luck, and I do want you to keep me knowledgeable on your pursuits.
I'll keep you updated if I can talk to you again soon.
Go speak to the priest. We might be
will.
able to work something out.
Okay, I'll talk to her. Thank you.
And she smiles at you and kind of fades into the ground. And you are face down in the carpet, Mira. You seem to have fallen completely over.
Oof.
You partied
can-
too
you-
hard.
You can hear Del, like it's almost like you fade back into consciousness, and you hear Delnis like pushing on your back, saying, "Mira, wake up!"
Hi, I'm awake. Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm awake. What's going on?
You're very quickly cognizant of the fact that you're just aware of the fact that you can smell smoke very strongly, and it feels very warm in here. And she's going to say, "You have been passed out. I was like halfway down the tower before I realized you weren't with me, and you've just been here for like 10 minutes. Now there's smoke and fire, and
Oh gosh.
I don't know
we
what's
need-
happening.
Me neither. Okay, we need to get out of here. Let's go now.
And I was so scared that something bad happened."
I kind of passed out, and it was. Oh, I will explain everything later. For now, we really gotta go.
Are we still bringing the box? As it's like fallen on the ground away from you.
Let's leave it.
Okay. And you're gonna clamber down the rope.
Yes, very, very speedily.
Beware the evil box.
Clamber down the rope.
Serenith and Winsler just burned the building down.
When in doubt.
I don't know what you're
Light it up.
talking about. I was innocently just doing my own thing.
The fluid is really oil this whole time.
Do you go first or
no.
second, Mira?
I feel like Mira just wants to get out of there very, very quickly and
Okay.
doesn't want to pass out again.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's just like really hurrying.
Okay.
But she's looking behind to make sure Delnis is coming too.
You see the rope. So like you run over to the edge of this windowsill in Underbow's office and look down. There's like a bunch of bushes and trees and stuff down there, and this just rope dangling and billowing in the wind. Probably 20 feet to your left, you see just the edge of the platform upon which Wildcliff sits, and it's just a sheer drop, probably a couple 1,000 feet down into like the forest and earth beyond. Artis, who was supposed to be standing at the foot of the tower holding the rope and making sure everything was fine, you cannot see from where you're standing. and you begin to climb down the rope.
Mm-hmm.
You make it. Roll a D100 for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, no.
Floor is lava.
Here's going to be my 10 dice. Here's going to be my number dice. 24.
Okay. You make it most of the way down the tower. It's probably like 100-foot tower. I have here written 120-foot tower. You make it most of the way down there. There's probably only 25, 30 feet left. And then, like, looking up, just making sure Dallas is there, you see that a huge plume of fire erupts out of Underbow's office. And all the way going down, you can feel this heat from within the tower. Like, it's this round barrel tower, and there's just this heat coming from inside it, right? And then there's just like smoke billowing out all the windows that you pass. And then as you approach the ground, this huge plume of fire just shoots out Underbow's office. And then with it, like a lot of papers that just burn up in the air and ash and stuff.
Good for my academic record.
And the rope, which was at the top of the tower, securely fastened to that windowsill, is burnt. And you very quickly feel all tension go out of the rope as you begin to just fall.
I cast
30 feet.
Featherfall on me, and I point to Delness, and I cast it on her too.
Give me you're both invisible still.
Yes, this would make me visible, I think, but
Uh-huh.
better visible than dead.
Okay. You cast, so as soon as you begin to cast the spell, both yourself and Delness erupt into visibility. She's wearing like bed clothes,
Oh
like
my God.
black bed
Spy
clothes, and has like
Yes.
a glove on her left hand, and has like a little like nightcap on. And you're both falling for like half a second, and she just looks at you and looks absolutely terrified. And then you cast Featherfall, and both descend gently down, relatively gently down, and land in the bushes below. You can hear a panic going around as people are like rushing to try to put out this fire, similar to during your guys' exam when people are rushing to the zoology building. It's a very similar feel as people rush around.
Deja vu.
Artis is nowhere to be found, nowhere to be seen.
Does putting the fire out.
Was he just before? Was he just at the base of the tower?
Yeah, he was like, when you guys went up, he was like standing in front of the rope, like holding it so that it was like not whipping around in the wind.
Well, I feel like I need to get as far away from this fire as possible.
Ow, fire hot.
Are the dorms anywhere nearby?
They're nearby, yes.
And are they safe?
They've been safe, yeah. The school's still on lockdown.
Yeah.
To be clear, it's been a week and a bit since a week and a couple days since Underbow's murder. The school's still on lockdown. You could get back to the dorms though. Delness is like looking at you like a deer in the headlights.
Okay. We need to get inside somewhere safe. We can either go to your place in the concourse, or we can go up to me with the dorms.
Your place is closer. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, and then you rush.
I
off.
bolt.
Meanwhile, deep in the belly of the school,
Uh-oh.
Philip you've just seen him slapstick like fall over this very low railing into the sparkly fluid beneath you. You hear Toll go, "Oh, that is just an illusion." The large golem will stand and creak as if they haven't stood in years, centuries. As rust breaks, you see like a couple parts of their skeleton actually give way and fall off of them, but it doesn't seem to matter. They seem to be extraneous pieces as the large golem stands perfectly tall. They probably tower about 28 feet.
Oh God.
Yes, that is the correct number. They stand like 28 feet tall, which in relative to you is very large, but relative to the size of this room is very small, right? Like it is a very high ceilinged, like enormous room. Like you don't know how far down you have to be
So
to be able
big.
to fit. Yeah.
Shit.
You hear splashing coming from the entrance to the room where Philip fell in. What are you guys going to do, Winsler and Saraneth?
I'm going to keep my hands on Winsler's like legs that are hanging over my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
You
going to
also have been handed a very slippery, very perfectly
Shit.
polished tier as well.
I shall attempt to carry it.
Okay,
I'm going to- yeah,
you're
I'm
just gonna
gonna-
reach your hands out.
Sure.
I've turned
Okay.
around at this. I turned around to go to where the edge
Okay.
was.
Yes.
Your
I'm gonna
arms are
run-
suddenly up above your chest now.
Don't ask questions. It's fine. I'm gonna go over to the edge, and I'm going to how far down is he?
Well, first, like, are you gonna run or rush all the way to the entrance of this massive room?
Yes.
Okay,
boy.
Winsler, you're along for the ride.
Here
as
we go.
Saraneth takes off down this room. Give me both deception checks to keep the disguise on.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay.
I have failed you all.
Natural 20.
I have
natural
failed
20.
you all.
Oh shit.
I have a 4.
Okay. Saraneth,
Shit,
you
shit.
are like running like under one arm or I guess you handed the tier up to Winsler.
Yeah.
So you hand the tier very quickly up to Winsler. His forearms and hands come out from underneath his crystal ball disguise, which he's just sitting in. It's essentially like, imagine someone has like a cloak on and then you put a fishbowl over their head. Right? That's essentially what you guys are doing. So Winsler puts his hands out from underneath that lip of the crystal and grabs on hold tight to this tier, which you've just handed him, Saraneth. And Saraneth, you like grab one hand at your neck to hold onto the cloak and then just start running down the length of this hall. You hear Toll go, "It is all an illusion. All of this. There are no
None of
people
this
here.
is real.
Only golems here." And Winsler, you're like bouncing, jostling, trying to not drop this incredibly slippery, goopy thing.
You
And
know,
then all
as
of a
incredibly
sudden-
capable as Toll is, he's a terrible liar.
and then all of a sudden, the crystal just whoop falls up, back off of you, Winsler. You are completely exposed, and you hear come from this large golem stow that you're now running from. And then you hear, or if you wanted to turn around, maybe, Winsler, like it's like a scared person might.
Sure, I would do that.
Yeah, you turn around in a last-ditch effort. You can't drop this crystal, but you're like, no! As your disguise falls, you see the massive hand of one of this large golem stow reach out and just absolutely crumple Toll as if he was a piece of aluminum foil.
Oh god, we
Oh
killed.
my
Oh god, we killed
gosh.
Toll. Oh no.
He's
Oh,
dead.
no.
And then it just throws the brass scraps into the fluid around it, and like Toll's perfectly spherical crystal head falls to the ground, and you see a large crack just go through it. It doesn't break, but you see a single large crack as it falls like 9 feet to the ground.
No.
This just continues.
I'm still running.
Yep, you guys are still running down the hall. Saraneth's freaking booking it.
Everyone
And
book
I
it.
have a question.
What's your question?
How over the edge of the railing, how did we ever look at how far down it was to get to the liquid?
As you arrive and see Philip struggling, it's almost like he's trying to swim. He knows how to swim, Saraneth. You've seen him swim. He's a very competent swimmer, in fact. And he's just sinking into it. He's probably like 6 feet deep at this point.
How far away is he from me?
Like he's right over the railing in front of you, 6 feet into the fluid.
I cast levitate and I pull him out and I grab him and I pull him over to me.
Perfect.
And I say, we have to run now.
He goes, can I catch my breath first?
I am also carrying him now. Let's go.
Well, at least
Fucking
he
book it.
doesn't weigh much with levitate.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I was gonna make an athletics check, but no need. So the three of you now, Winsler holding the crystal or the tier, Philip being levitated and pulled by the ankle, catching his breath, and Saraneth just running. Are you even trying to hold on to the disguise at this point?
Nope.
No.
I don't think we should.
Okay.
No.
You run up to this large circular stone door, which, as you approach it, slowly begins to roll out of the way.
Oh no, a door.
Before and behind you, you just hear the crumpling of metal and stone. You look back and see that this large golem is completely destroying this room, like this walkway, as it's just marching towards you. And it's just like, there are no people allowed in the Polisherium.
The
Polisherium.
Polisherium.
I yell out, technically only 2 of us are human.
People are not
Dang it, I thought he
permitted. You shall be cursed with a
Oh.
golem. And it
Cursed with
stops.
Curse with a golem.
It stops
I diagnose you with golem.
as the door
Diagnose you with cold.
the door finishes rolling completely open. This large golem stops probably 40 feet away from all of you and says, you can hear it breathe deeply, and says, the custodians of this school will no longer serve you for breaking the rules of the Polisherium.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Ari ever really served us, so
Yeah, he just kind of like.
and Toll's
Gossiped
kind of
about
dead,
stuff.
so
It then reaches its hand down into the fluid and looks like it picks up a bunch of little shards, which you could probably guess after having seen the process firsthand that these are like the off-cast bits from polishing stuff. And it's just gonna chuck a handful of them at you.
uh-oh.
I want to cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
I wish to cast shield.
So Winsler does a 17 hit.
With shield, it doesn't.
Nice.
Oh, I need to roll for Philip too.
Well, okay, so how I was thinking of doing this, because I was trying to make it so that I would get him out of the liquid before I reached him. So
okay.
I'm trying to like move him in front of me.
Oh, like a trolley. Absolutely. Okay, it's not gonna hit Philip then.
I'm
Does
literally
a-
yeah, like he's floating and I'm like pushing him forward.
Does an 11 hit you, Serenapth, with mage armor? No, right? Not even normally.
No. No.
Okay.
Thank God I had shield.
So these shards
long.
of of crystal of angel tier just smash into the ground, and like you can see it just dent the stone. Winsler, three of them are coming straight at you, and you're like, ah! And like conjure a tiny little stone shield. Or not stone, like a little metal shield right in front of you, and you hear ting, like a bunch of hail hitting a car. And it's just a dented shield, and then it vanishes. Same or similar with Serenap. It hits you, but is inconsequential in terms of dealing
I
damage.
have met
to
with
you.
death too many times.
And the three of you, or the two of you, scamper away, pushing the cart known as Philip.
The card.
And he's just like, I'm so sorry. I was curious. I was just too curious. I'm sorry. I know I said, oh, I'm not going to talk about it, but that doesn't mean I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'll be like, let's talk about it once we get out of here. Let's get back to the surface first.
When we're not kind of like, running away.
Okay.
We can all sit down. We can all talk. It's fine. Let's keep going.
I'm crying.
I like how I just realized I'm still the only one like running away technically.
Yes.
You're the only one who's
Everyone
actively
else is
running and getting us out of here.
Everyone else is hanging off of me. My long legs will take us to freedom.
Integrity Idleberry.
Aww.
Everything's so tense.
Do you try to run or hide when Nesca chases you?
Chases me.
Mm-hmm.
Wah wah.
Is there even a place where I can hide? Like in the sewers?
You're in the sewers.
In the sand.
Oh, so I was able to get out.
You
basically.
run, you take a couple steps back, and you hear this hissing fill your head and fill the room. And it sends like shivers down your spine, almost like just reflex. It's not even like, oh, this scares me. It's like just, like your animal instinct of, I'm scared of being eaten right now.
Yes.
And presumably after that, you would run
Yes.
as you wished, right? And
Yes,
so
I'm gonna run.
you would hear, I will kill you come from behind you. And you hear the shake of sand and the rumbling of a giant body moving and chasing after you. You hear cracking of stone as this giant snake tries to fit down the hallway behind you. You run out into the sewers. You probably like come in with a bit too much momentum and like run into the railing. What are you doing? Where are you going? How are you running and hiding? Are you running or are you hiding?
I'm going to run first and ask her, why are you going to kill me?
I could have taught you the sight, child, and instead you wrong me. You run from me. I offer you tutelage and you burn me.
I just needed more time. There's a lot that I have to I have to give up a lot of things to do that.
Give me an athletics check.
Like my rope.
23.
Okay. You hear hissing and writhing coming from behind you, just with such, like, it's rumbling the entire floor that you're on, right? Like, the railing is, like, being bent out of shape. Looking behind you, if you ever would do such a terrifying thing, you see just this enormous snake coming down the sewer tunnels behind you, breaking the walkway, breaking the railing, and just like splashing water everywhere as it just tries to catch up with you. And are you trying to outpace it or are you trying to lose it?
I'm trying to lose it so I can hide.
Perfect. You, at the first opportunity, you come to, like, on your right, there's just a very small passageway that looks to be part of the sewers, but it's like a little maintenance like path between probably two different parallel rows, and you just sprint down that as quick as can be. You can hear hissing and writhing coming from behind you, but it seems not to follow you down this small maintenance tunnel as it's just like too small of diameter, right? You might even have to like crouch down a bit so your horns don't smash against the pipes on the ceiling, right? And after 2 or 3 minutes going through these maintenance tunnels, you are confident that you've lost Nesca.
Okay.
Done.
Was the moment of silence
dun.
because like you're waiting for me to talk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you do? Where do you go? Are you going to hide for longer, or are you just going to try to get out right now?
So how far am I from the closest way to get out of the sewers?
Can you read me? I think the only thing that would can you read to me your feat keen mind, please? Because I think that might help you out here.
I sure can, if I find where it is. Keen mind. Increase your intelligence score by 1. You always know which way is north, the number of hours left before the next sunrise or sunset, and can accurately recall anything you have seen or heard within the past month.
Okay. You know the way back, but you don't know the way forward, I think is the best way. You were trying to just lose Nesca, so I don't think you were running with that's the reason I asked you the question. It was that you were not running with a clear strategy of where you're going. You were just running to lose her.
Mm-hmm.
And now you are lost in the maintenance tunnels, deep below or right below the campus.
Okay.
Do you have a plan? You hear, by the way, slithering all around you and like hissing that echoes throughout these tunnels, and just the splash and bending of metal.
So but I can't identify where, so it's like just everywhere.
Yeah.
So I can't know.
It's like you're being circled.
Oh my gosh.
And you're
I'm
in
just
this very claustrophobic, like it's probably like a 2 foot wide by like 4.5 foot tall, like walking space, just surrounded by pipes, and it's almost labyrinthian. What's your plan?
Okay. I'm going to disguise self and make myself look not like integrity, and maybe like a maintenance person.
What does a maintenance person look like?
Maintenance person.
Like, do I know of someone who would, casually go to sewers? Because like there's like a maintenance room.
Other than Bailey, not really.
So like I don't know people or anyone who comes down here to sort of, because like if there's a maintenance room, people need
To be doing
people need to
maintenance.
come down
Yeah,
here to
It
maintenance.
makes sense. Yes, I agree with this concept. You've never seen a maintenance worker come down here. The only person that's affiliated with the school, other than you, the students, that you've seen down here has been Toll when they were coming down the ladder.
Okay, well then I'm gonna make myself look like Toll,
Just a short Toll.
just a short Toll, a baby Toll.
You hear a voice from above and in front of you say, cheater, that is cheating. And you hear like the bumping of pipes as if something is walking above you. And then again, from right above you, you hear this voice and see the glint of an eye looking down upon you. And you hear a voice say, you are a cheater.
Is it the voice of the snake or no?
It is not the voice of the snake.
Snake voice of the progenitor?
It's not the voice of the progenitor.
What the heck is this? Why are you calling me a cheater? Who are you?
Disguising self. Cheater!
Do I recognize this voice at all?
It sounds different. It sounds very different. Give me like a insight check.
17.
Sounds different, but there's tinges of it that sound familiar. It sounds like something that hasn't spoken in a voice that has not spoken in a long time, but it's intensely familiar. And as it crawls down from above where it was watching you this entire time in the pipes, its one-eyed, scaly form looks incredibly familiar as you see Teb standing there in front of you.
Tab is back.
What?
Integrity.
Oh my god.
Integrity.
What?
Integrity.
Yes. Yes.
You have your orb on you, right?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think it's a good thing that Tev is here.
A 7 doesn't hit you, but a 16
No.
does?
Yes.
Okay. You're like relieved for a moment, and then the form of Teb, who does not, it looks emaciated, like looks like barely skin stretched over bones, who's scabbed and burnt, and whose skin is like shedding off of them, as if like when you cook a fish and take the scales off, right? That's what Teb looks like, and it's just this gaunt face with a single eye looking at you, and he stretches out both hands towards you and like lunges at you, again saying cheater, and one hand grabs towards where your belt was. In your new disguised form, it seems to have troubles reaching your belt, and the other hand is like scratching at your throat, and will say, give stone to me, horned one, give stone.
I'm going to take my squall. I'm going to take my
Chill
squall.
out.
Okay,
Please take
cool.
6 damage first.
Okay. I'm going to take my squall, and based on what I know, where would be the best place to hit that will make them go unconscious? Like, I'm guessing close to the brain. Like, I'm assuming that it's the normal anatomy of
Oh my
humans.
Well, he's a little cyclopean creature who has like, looks very reptilian with little spikes on his back and big claws and stuff. So, sure, it's normal human anatomy, whatever.
Okay, okay. No, but like, do we not study animals?
You didn't take bestiology or zoology.
oh.
I didn't
Okay,
fuck
well
it
then
up. I didn't fuck it up.
Bestiology.
You didn't take zoology.
Okay, well then I'm
Yep,
just gonna
that's it.
go with like normal human anatomy and just go for close to the head and sort of make Teb unconscious, because I'd rather die first before give up my damn orb.
Make your attack, Integrity Idleberry.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit. You wallop him on the side of the head, and this lightning just arcs to his scales. You see more scales become burnt and like almost start falling off of his skin even more. And he like lets go of your neck and like recoils in pain. How much damage?
5.
Okay. It doesn't seem to knock him out, but it does seem to like make him think. It's almost like you kind of put together the pieces right now. You've been feeling watched ever since you like left your dorm, and you like almost like a hunted feeling, I guess is the best way to put it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of gone now. Teb looks at you with this like almost like hate in his eye, and will say, "Give stone, trade for stone."
Trade for what?
And a very creepy smile ekes across Teb's face, and he will jump back up into the pipes above you, and you hear rustling around, and then very quickly he descends and throws a butterfly net on the ground. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Trials
What?
Trebuchets.
What?
The fuck?
What?
Butterfly net?
Yeah,
Are we playing
butterfly.
Animal Crossing now?
Sarah, could you do the
Catch the
Don't
outro?
snake.
smack it just right. You're gonna hit the tree.
Sure.
Thank you, Sarah.
Hey guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this wild episode of Trials and Trebuchets. If you did, it would seriously help us out a lot if you were to leave a review or a rating on iTunes. It really helps us get the word out, and it's also just really nice to hear feedback and what people think. We also have our Instagram and Twitter at Trials and Trebs, where you can see fan art, maps, previews for new episodes, and other cool exclusive content. We also have a Discord server, and you can find the link to it in both of our social media feeds. Finally, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/trialsandtrebs, and if you want to support us, it really helps us out a lot by covering the costs of what it takes to make a podcast. That's software, equipment, upgrades, and it helps us make a better podcast for you. Not only that, but at higher levels, you can get bonus episodes, high quality commissioned art, and other really, really great things. If you become a patron, you get to vote on these bonus episodes, listen to blooper reels, and get exclusive access to the notes of Luke.
Yes.
And
A highly desirable thing.
you can even make your own Wildcliff student
You can.
if you want. Yeah, you can do that. It's a really
Shucks.
good time. Any amount helps us out a lot. If not, rating and a review, always really incredible. Thank you so much, and we hope for you to hear us next week.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Teb's back.
Ted's back.
Full circle.
And he's trying to hurt people.
Did we stop yet?